up, people? This is Yuli again with Dirty Apartment. Yes, I am actually in a dirty apartment, and please do not ask me to clean it. Yeah, I'm pretty much just waiting for eviction at this point. I still haven't had a job. I have been going to the gym. I went today and I went yesterday after probably 2 or 3 months of not going to the gym. And I've been just trying to get my mind off things, even though I should keep my mind on things, I guess. But I'm at a point where I seriously I'm gonna be homeless, and I'm just trying to figure out what I need to do, how to prepare for it, yada yada yada. Because I'm not trying to live with any family members, really. I'm really not. And so I'm still applying to jobs, but some have got back to me. But then I tried to explain the situation that, I don't have a car that works, so I'm going to be taking a bus. So that means that I won't be able to work, any shift, and I work mainly in restaurants. I worked in call centers for a while, but most recently, the past 4 years, I say, I've been working in restaurants. And when you, at least I can say, at least here in South Florida, when they're looking for people, when restaurants are looking to hire people, a good majority of restaurants, they want people to work the shifts that nobody else wants to work, basically. And I didn't mind that, especially when I had a car, because as long as I got a car, I can get there, and I don't really care about my sleep schedule being all whack. And so for a while I was that guy. I'll work the night shift, I'll work the overnight shift, I'll work the weekends, so I didn't care. But the reason I started not liking working was mainly not really because of the schedule or the shifts I was working. It was just the job itself. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm digressing. What I really wanted to talk about is just all I've been learning since I've been paying attention to the option of me being homeless. And I started looking at, looking up the homeless population, where what's the problem, what programs are available for homeless people, this and that and the other, especially here in South Florida where I'm at. And it's not looking that great. There's one program in Miami that's promising, but I live in Broward County, so it's that's good. That's a little whiles away. Yeah, but I gotta figure something out. But I have been doing things like applying for government assistance. There's rental assistance that I've heard about, and I applied to that. I applied for unemployment, but they're only going to give me $150 every 2 weeks, which is not enough to pay any kind of bill here in South Florida. And so yeah, basically I'm just trying to prepare for being homeless, man. And I'm trying to think, what am I gonna do? What can I do realistic? Because I've never been homeless before. I grew up I grew up always having a roof over my head. There may have been a time here and there when the lights went off, whatever, but I always had a roof over my head. If it's not at my mom's house, I'll be at my aunt's house, sometimes my grandma's house. I mainly lived at my mom's house, but sometimes me and my sister would spend the night at my aunt's house, grandma's house, whatever. But yeah, it's just crazy, man, because I feel like I'm really starting to learn how the world works, how the world treats people who don't have a lot of money, basically. And and it's hard for me to believe people when they say money don't make the world go around, because it definitely seems like it does. But it's just shocking how it is now, because inflation, because I've learned about inflation about a couple years ago, but I'm realizing the effects that it's had, especially in recent years, because we had some of the highest inflation ever in like the past 2 years. And so I'm just like, bro, how can anybody afford to live? Because even me, I'm staying in a efficiency, a little ass efficiency. It doesn't have proper air conditioning, and I'm paying $1,250 a month for this. And it's like, and whenever I tell anybody else the price, they're like, what? Why you living? What? I would not be paying that much for an efficiency. And the thing is, with that $1,250, it includes, internet, electric, and water. Like, I just have to straight up pay the rent, and it includes all that. But people are still like, I guess it makes it better, but an efficiency that doesn't even have proper air conditioning is like, and even then, like, it doesn't have it has a water heater, but I have to like plug it in. But the crazy thing is, here, like, not all of the wall sockets work. Like, only certain wall sockets work in this efficiency. And the lights have gone out multiple times just in the efficiency. And my efficiency is connected to a house. And there'll be situations where the lights will go off just on my part, the efficiency, while the house still has lights and everything. And so it's just crazy. And and whenever I tried to look for anything cheaper, it was always a long waiting list. By the time I even finish applying, they'll call me back talking about, somebody took it. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy to live in South Florida at this time. Like, it's a really crazy time to be living in South Florida. And it makes it difficult to grow your finances, especially when you're starting from square one. And what I mean by starting from square one, I mean, like, you work in entry level jobs, you work in the lowest level jobs possible, and you're trying to grow your finances from that starting block. And that's very hard to do here in South Florida, because rent prices are going crazy. They raised, like, rent prices got, I don't even know the percentage, but I know the news keeps saying rent has skyrocketed more than any other, rent prices have risen by a larger percentage than in any other part of American history. Like, and this is not even just a South Florida problem. It was all over America. Rent prices are going crazy. The demand for housing, the supply of houses cannot meet the demand, and so whatever does come up gets taken quick. And so landlords have no problem just raising the price. But I guess that's the rule of economics. When supply is low but demand is high, you raise the price. That's just how it goes. Yeah, but it's crazy, because affordable housing is, from my eyes, from where I'm sitting, affordable housing is damn near non-existent. And while rent prices are going up, the national minimum wage is still the same. It's still, $7.25? And I know states have their own minimum wage. And I believe by next year, a lot of states are going to raise their minimum wage to $15, which is cool, but it still won't be enough to afford rent in like a lot of big cities. And a lot of these states that are raising their minimum wage to $15 an hour are the states that have like the highest populations, Florida being one of them. And the average rental rate in in Florida is technically, I guess, around like what? Around what I'm paying, around $1,200. But if you look deeper into that statistic, when you look at the new asking prices, and what I mean by new asking prices, I mean because when they account that rental rate, you know, they include people who still had, you know, who had like 2-year leases from like in 2020 when a lot of landlords were lowering the rent. And, you know, some people are still paying those lower rent rates. And so they are including some of those people. But when those leases are done and then they go out and then a new asking price for rent is given, I believe the reported average is around $1,900. And even on the federal minimum wage, $15 an hour, bro, that's hard to do. Because the last job I had, I was making $18 an hour. And I was still having issues paying rent. I mean, right now I ain't got no job, so of course I have issues paying rent, but I still had some issues paying bills before when I was getting paid that much. So it's like, I don't know, it's hard to have faith in the world. It's hard to have faith in your country when you're not even confident that you'll be able to have a roof over your head. So yeah, I'm just still in a state of, you know, I'm still lost, you know, trying to figure out what to do. Don't know what to do. I tried, as I mentioned before, I did apply for rental assistance. And when you apply, one of the things they ask for is, you know, certain documentation. And one of the documentation they ask is like a documentation that proves that you've been late on rent, all the way up to an eviction notice, which is weird to me because from what I understand, when you get an eviction notice, you have at most a week before you have to move out. So even if you put that document for rental assistance, and even if you do get accepted, it might take too long for that money to come, and you're probably still gonna end up being evicted anyway. So it's just all crazy, man. It's just all crazy, man. And I can't think of anything else to do but self-wallow, man. Just drinking beers, drinking rum, smoking gas station cigarettes. I haven't been smoking weed, though. Even though I would love to. But I haven't been smoking weed just because I've been trying to save money, you know. Black and miles are cheaper. What can I say? But I'm just developing all these bad habits just to try to forget the hardship that I'm in. Because unemployment ain't enough to do anything. Rental assistance, I don't even know if I'll be able to get accepted because with my landlord, you know, when I told him, yo, I don't think I'll be able to pay the rent, he told me, all right, you got till October. And he told me I would like for you to move out by October, and he didn't give me any documentation in that. So because he didn't give me any documentation or anything like that, I'm just gonna stay here until he fucking gives me some documentation. Because it seems like, from what I've seen, from what the rules look like, it seems like I won't be able to get no rental assistance. It's likely I won't be able to get no rental assistance unless I have some type of documentation like that. So I have no problem waiting for a judge to sign off on an eviction notice so he can give it to me. Shit. If anything, he comes with an eviction notice, I'll be like, perfect, that's what I need. Because that might actually help me get some fucking help. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I just don't know what to do. Just don't know what to do. who knows, I might still vent on YouTube while I can. But whenever I'm going through something, I usually don't want to post shit. I usually just want to sit in myself wallow. Because if you look at, because I have like other channels that I've opened up that I haven't posted on, mainly because I've been going through so much stuff trying to get my finances together that I don't even be thinking. I don't even be thinking about that. Because I know that, you know, there's people who make money off YouTube, but it's nothing immediate. At least not for most people. It's nothing immediate. Well, especially not for no regular guy like me. It's not gonna be anything immediate. I'm probably gonna have to be posting for months. Shit, it could be years I'm posting before I ever make any money. And then, you know, YouTube, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, because there's a whole bunch of videos that get demonetized because there's a lot of creators I watch on YouTube, and you know, it's just a whole bunch of them that gets demonetized or they break some sort of code that YouTube got. But then there's some other video that does exactly the same things that they got punished for, but yet that other video don't get punished. And so YouTube itself is choosy as well, so I can't really rely on them, really. I can't really rely on Susan. I don't know if I should mention her name. You know what? I don't really care. I don't expect to make money off fucking YouTube. So yeah, Susan, I don't know what's going on with Susan. Well, I know a little bit what's going on with Susan. You know, she's a advertiser girl. You know, that's pretty much her main thing. That's what she's known for, you know, kissing advertisers' asses. You know, that's what she's known for. So she only gonna really give special privilege to content that's favorable to advertisers. And so I believe that's effed up, but you know, hey, people want to make money, people want to keep up a certain lifestyle, and the best way to do that is to kiss up to the people who give you the money that you'll need to keep up that lifestyle. So I understand it, I just don't think it's a good choice. Yeah, things going crazy for me. I'm gonna try to keep going to the gym, because that can really be, I guess that's the only good constant that I can make out of this situation right now. And I guess making these little rants as well, I guess. But yeah, the world's going crazy, man. And you know, and it's funny how people, you know, everybody like to say, you know, if you have struggling, you have a weight on your shoulders, you know what I'm saying, you should talk. But the thing is, bro, really, nobody cares. Like I know it sounds bad, but a lot of the truth don't sound good. Like, nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Because look at it, like, if me, like, cause once I become homeless, people ain't gonna want me around their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Cause trust me, cause I know, because I was one of those people. Was I one of those people? Yeah. I mean, I ignored a lot of the homeless. Yeah. I mean, I've given money to the homeless, and I've ignored the homeless, but I've definitely ignored homeless people more than I've actually, like, gone out of my way to do something to help them. And so I don't expect people to be nice. You know, people don't like poor people. Like, let's just, I'm gonna just keep it real here. People who have money, they do not like poor people, because poor people, all they're going to do, what most of them are going to do, is just ask for a handout. But the thing is like, when you're homeless, bro, it's hard to get a job. Because I already know me, if I want to get a job and be homeless at the same time, I'm going to have to lie my ass off. I'm going to have to say, yeah, I'm staying at this address even though I'm a fucking nomad. And then there's gonna be a lot of people probably listening to this or watching this that's they're gonna be talking about I care. Probably people in the comments gonna be I care. Like, no, you don't. Yo, people do not care. Like, people only care about things that benefit them. People only care about things that benefit them. I know, because it takes one to know one. I'm one of those motherfuckers. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm one of those motherfuckers. Like, I really don't fuck with people unless they benefit me, really. And so does everybody else. Like, if you think about it, the friends that you got, bro, if they was doing nothing for you, you would not be friends with them. A qualification for people to be somebody's friend is that you have to do something for them. You have to give them something that they can take advantage of. And that's just how the world works. The world is a shitty place, people. And then people say life is a fucking gift. Whatever. And it's funny, if I ever get to a point where I manage to actually be successful, everybody gonna be on my fucking dick. Not everybody, but a good amount of people gonna be on my fucking dick, talking about, oh, I love your story, nah. But yet nobody's fucking here when I'm at my worst, bro. There's gonna be women out there talking about, oh, I love your story, I love a man like yada. Bitch, you was not there at my worst. And you wouldn't care, and these girls don't care about me when I'm at my worst. They don't care about me while I'm at the position I'm at now. I'm about to be fucking homeless. They don't give a fuck. Hey man, when you're a man, bro, you're fucking alone in this world, bro. Because even other men don't want to help you like that. They ain't gonna help you unless you're able to work for them or something. But that's just how it is, man. That's how humans operate, bro. Because in actuality, we do need each other. And we're not going to be nice to each other unless we're doing something. Well, is that right? We're not going to be nice to somebody's not going to be nice to another person unless that person is doing something for them first. There's only so few people who do something for somebody else first, but even when they do, they're more than likely going to expect something back. I got family members right now who feel entitled to whatever the fuck from me because they did something for me, because you fucking babysat me when I was a fucking kid. Fuck off. Because if you're really a nice person, you shouldn't care about what I give to you. You should just care that, yo, you were able to help me. If you really nice like that. But not a lot of people are. Most people are not. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say right now. I'm gonna go back to drinking. Y'all have a good one.